Good morning and welcome to your daily morning horoscope for Wednesday, September 10th, 2025, Aries. You might want to start a new creative project and several ideas may float through your head. However, you might not be able to decide which one you like the most or how to turn it into reality. Sit down and list the possibilities and then do something else. Think about it again tomorrow, as it may be difficult to stay focused on anything right now. Taurus, your communications equipment may not be working well today, and if so, absolutely you need to reach someone. Perhaps the best course of action is to hop on the car and visit them where they live. Otherwise, you may have to wait until everything else works again. Hang in there and don't give up on technology. Gemini, confusion surrounds financial matters today. Someone close to you could hit with unexpected expenses, and this person might ask you for a loan. You want to help them out, but no matter what they say, it doesn't look like the situation is going to improve anytime soon. If you decide to lend the money, accept that you won't see it for a while, so please don't worry. Cancer, today you could feel especially adventurous. You might be tempted to take part in risky adventures like hiking in the wilderness. This isn't a good day for it. Plan a trip for a near future if you want to, but today it's better to subliminate your adventurous nature to reading thrillers, watching spy movies, or exploring places closer to home. Leo, you may have been exercising too enthusiastically over the past few days, and today you might wake up with more than just a sore muscle ache and pain. You should keep exercising but tone it down. Forget jogging and aerobics, go for a little yoga or tai chi, which will enhance fitness and minimal strain. If you can, soak in a warm tub later. Virgo, disturbing occurrences regarding a friend might make you a bit confused. The situation isn't anything you could have expected, so you and others will try to make sense of it if it should be resolved within the next few days. In the meantime, view it objectively. You might also want to get your mind on something else. Libra, there could be some confusion, discord, and upset in the air today. There may be arguments and misunderstandings among friends and family. Try not to add fuel to the fire. If a person is getting a little hot under the collar, just listen. Be understanding and empathetic instead of trying to prove that you're right, especially if you really are. Scorpio, this isn't a good day to plan or start a trip by air. Wait a few days if you can. However, if you must confirm plans now, travel light. Check all arrangements for accommodation and rental car before you leave, and collect phone numbers for those you intend to meet. Confusion, delays, and misplaced bags could arise result from this, so please take a book, music, and chocolate. Sagittarius, malfunctions on the part of computers, ATMs, and phone systems could interfere with financial transactions today. You might have to pay for purchases in the old-fashioned way, cash or checks. This isn't a good day to begin or complete any major financial transactions. There's too much confusion right now, so please wait a few days. Capricorn, today you may feel a powerful need to be with your friends, but once you seek them out, you may not enjoy their company. Someone is in a bad mood and being this person could put a damper on the day. It might be better to take some time for yourself, perhaps go for a workout. This will enable you to get some exercise and increase your self-confidence as well. Aquarius, today family friends might be less than honest with you, particularly regarding working around the house. Don't be surprised if you hear excuses. This could be irritating, but don't let it get to you. Let the chores go, do something you enjoy. It's more fun than taking out the trash. Pisces, you might want to start a new creative project and several ideas may float through your head. However, you might not be able to decide which one you like the most or how to turn it into reality. Sit down and list the possibilities and then do something else. Think about it again tomorrow. It may be difficult to stay focused on anything right now. This has been your daily morning horoscope for Wednesday, 10th September 2025. Do have yourself a great and wonderful day.
Well, good morning. Wednesday morning it is. Hump Day Wednesday, middle of the week. Well, we are absolutely grateful that you decide to choose us as your means of inspiration. So you're rising with us in the morning time, and we appreciate you for that. Well, we need to keep you in the know first up, so let's go on over to the news department, see what they've got.
Good morning. Happy Wednesday to you. My name is Timothy Pauling. Time now for the news. Tourism Minister Dr. Ernest Hilaire has returned from an international mission with what he calls major wins for St. Lucia, from drawing over 1 million visitors to the nation's pavilion at the World Expo in Japan, to showcasing St. Lucian culture on the regional stage at Carifesta in Barbados.
We had quite a large delegation, quite a few creatives participated in World Expo, and it really added to the experience at World Expo. At the end of it, I think we were really touched by the response we got from the audience and from the Japanese, who were attending. We were really not even, well, I think we were all surprised that they were so familiar with our music and, some of St. Lucia's culture.
Dr. Hilaire revealed that the Taiwanese government has agreed to assist St. Lucia with the construction of a national cultural center. He added that this project will be presented to the media and stakeholders once the details are finalized. Barbados is gearing up to host one of the region's biggest tourism gatherings later this month. The Caribbean Tourism Organization will stage its State of the Industry conference from September 30th to October the 3rd, bringing together industry leaders, youth, and stakeholders from across the region.
I'm very happy to report that a significant amount of our members have recovered from the since 2019 post-pandemic. But recovery is not enough. It's about now reimagining tourism, and that's why we launched our Reimagine plan earlier this year. In terms of numbers, if we look at it just per numbers, we have returned to our 2019 numbers. When you look at it from the region, stayover is over 30 million, likewise cruise. So in terms of numbers, we have a very positive outlook on the tourism sector. But now is the time where we have to position the Caribbean to be ready for the future.
The conference, themed research, relevance, and the road ahead, will explore new opportunities such as medical and sports tourism, while also looking at how the industry can benefit every Caribbean citizen. With this year's cruise season expected to break records, Castries Central MP Richard Frederick has unveiled heightened security measures, including full police coverage on peak cruise days and the donation of 200 new surveillance cameras to local businesses.
We are rolling out that this week, and hopefully we should see full installation by the end of next week. The cameras are already with us. It is something that I said I wanted done to ensure. The sad thing is, you may ask business owners to put cameras. They may want to do it for their personal security. But it's a different thing when it is done for the security of the city. And so we are going to donate the cameras. We will stand alongside them in their installation, and we will have access to whatever that camera picks up to ensure that those perpetrators, those persons who believe that life is better, in the crime vein, we will send a strong message to them that our degree of tolerance is running out very, very quickly.
According to Mr. Frederick, the CCC is working with the St. Lucia Industrial and Small Business Association to donate the cameras to businesses in the Castries Basin to assist with crime deterrence. Flames lit up the night sky in Corinth, Grosley, as a raging fire tore through a commercial building shortly after midnight, reducing the property to rubble and sending firefighters scrambling for reinforcements from 2 additional stations.
It posed a challenge because the building primarily was very large, about 150 feet by almost 100 feet in size. And they use containers to surround the building, as well as galvanized material. So it was a bit challenging, but we were able to push through using our equipment and our tools to gain access to the building.
Fire officials report there were no casualties or injuries as a result of the blaze, and no damage was caused to nearby properties. The cause of the fire is still under investigation. That's the news. Thank you so much for watching. Join us at noon for our next news major, the Lunchtime Report. I'm Timothy Polio. Good morning.
Thank you, guys. Let's take a short break and come right back. don't know. They tell me it's my camera guy that there, so I tried to see how best I tried to see how. Now, first I'm practicing with the. Anyways, let the professionals be professionals, but at the same time, give me 2 minutes. Junette is about to let me know how I am going to be able to fulfill this. We had a lovely chat with her. By the time next week, I'll have my own painting. Wait and see. Well, the morning show, if you've been around, this lady is no strange lady to the morning show because we constantly hear at the Sarah Simmons School, checking out when she puts on displays with her art students. So this art has been a passion of yours for years. And you know what? We want to follow the story, not in light of the kids, but in light of you and what it means for you. Because when we come to cover the kids, we see how passionate you are. So we know this is something that is entrenched deeply in your heart. So Junette, you know what? You have been at this for quite some time. Tell us about your journey in art.
Okay, well, art is something that I've always loved from a child. It's full of expression, self-expression. And around 2018, I decided that I've been pouring into my students, giving them all of me, growing them as artists, and I wasn't pursuing my own art. So I decided then and there to take art seriously and to be a full-time, well, a part-time artist because I'm a full-time teacher as well. Right. And now this year, I'm embarking on a business where I can allow persons beyond just my students to also delve into the arts and try their little creativity, you know?
She said that with such passion. No, I might end up painting, just so you know, because you see the thing. How does this work? Because I'm looking at this piece of work here. Yes. I think I'm trying to figure out what's going on here because I'm saying, but if it's paint, I can't paint. It's not paint, I go paint because you get me. But I'm looking at it, but I'm seeing that they've got different grades. So does that mean you have the colors and they're labeled so we know what color to go where?
Yes.
Oh, come on,
okay,
girl.
so let me give you the whole.
Please.
So this here is Highlight Creates. And Highlights Creates, you get an opportunity to be the artist. So someone who's interested, let's say they want to have a bridal shower or baby shower or maybe just a picnic or one-on-one intimate date. They could email us, send us a picture if it's a portrait they want to do, and I will draw it. This is not AI. This is nothing like that. I'm hand drawing these things. Well, I'm drawing it on Photoshop. And from there, you'll see it's labeled, almost like a paint by numbers. So they get instructions with their package that lets them know what color to put in which area. Wow. Hence the AC and, you know, B. Yes. So when they do so and they put in all the colors, then they create a masterpiece that they can hang or they can use in whatever way that they want. And they're the ones who created it. Wow. We also have generic ones too, like this here is the pitos. You know, you could have not just your face. So if the person has an idea or a theme, we could draw and work with that as well.
Wow. No, I don't know. In my limited capacity, I'm thinking I've never heard of that before done here. Is that the first time this has been done?
I would like to say so. If I'm wrong, somebody could come, correct me. But yes, it's an idea that I'm bringing to St. Lucia. It's a fresh, new idea. A different take on the paint and sip. Whereas sometimes you're in this big group of persons, you don't know everybody. But in this case, you can have that paint and sip experience with your curated people or with just you and your significant other at your home on your own. And if you need me to help, I come with a fee too as a paint and sip to assist you as an instructor. Right. But you could do this with the instructions. You don't need me. You just need a glass of wine or your favorite drink. And you get your brushes, you get your paint, you get your canvas with whatever customized, and you create.
Now, how sustainable can this be for you? Because this is your work. This is your creative work. You're actually drawing and putting this got to be expensive. No, it's not, is it?
Well, I would say good things come at good prices. And if you are someone who's interested in this is an amazing experiential gift. It's an experience. So when you have this kind of experience, you can expect to pay for like bread and butter. So it's a
crayfish and lobster. You can't want lobster and you have crayfish money.
Let me tell you. Everything has its price. And what you're paying is for quality, materials, my time, and for you to have this experience. And the prices are not going to break your arm and your leg. Right. But they have to, you know, be significant for the
Let's talk about from personal journey now for you. You know, what would that mean for you? Because you're an educator, yes, you're within the system, but how would this, the startup of this new initiative assist you in growth financially and otherwise? Because listen, when you're here and you're putting all your effort in, sometimes people think it's the returns that is coming in so much, but it's just, it's a labor of love when you're a teacher, and we hear it all the time. Teachers don't get the kind of recompense that they need, for the work that they put in. So how is that going to enhance you as something outside, fueling your passion?
Yes, in reality, I could speak as a teacher. The reality of the cost of living and how life is right now, most teachers, you have to have a second stream of income coming in. If you want to be a house owner or whatever it may be, you may desire. So support local. We often support overseas. We order this, we order that to experience things. But we have to support our own so that we as St. Lucians can grow. We could help each other grow by supporting. And yeah, just like anybody else, I would like to grow. I would like to allow persons to have such an amazing experience. I love art and I want persons to, feel that love as well. So it's just giving, as you say, a labor of love and giving the opportunity for persons to feel that too.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Now, finally, where we finding you? Where we ordering? How we ordering?
Yes. So Highlights Create. You could check Highlights on Instagram. You can check us on Instagram or Junette Alexander. If you type my name on Instagram, you will see me as well. And you will see my artwork. I'm an artist as well. And if you're interested in Highlights Create, then you will see all the information, posters, videos, persons, testimonials, persons who've done it before you who had an amazing time. Highlights Create. You can create an amazing art piece. Wonderful. Maybe you could try one.
I will. Don't play with me. I'm about to go joke up some things. Just give me the right colors and the right thing. Just make sure I'm guided. By the time I'm done.
Let me tell you, a professional.
Congratulations on your new venture. And we're happy that it didn't take you away from the classroom.
No, I have a passion for teaching. So I'm trying to do both.
Absolutely.
While I bring up the future artists of St. Lucia, I too can, delve as an artist and as an entrepreneur as well. Yeah. For you to pour out, you have to pour into yourself.
And there's nothing wrong with that. Absolutely. We support you on your new venture.
Thank you.
Well, boy, St. Lucian is doing things. Caribbean, our story is getting out there. Shantaye's world is definitely out there and doing its thing. Like literally from grassroots to the world. Well, the playwright caught up with us, or we caught up with her rather. Let's find out where Shantaye's world is going and what's next. Every time I connect with this lady, it's a joy, and I'm even more joyous right now standing here before you because the last time we spoke about the great work that you were doing, some of the films, the movies that you were putting together right here from within the roots of the ground, the grassroots, right here to the world. And we definitely can say grassroots to the world now because we are here because Shantaye's world is out there and doing a lot of things.
Shantaye's whining out there.
She's whining straight out there. Trust me, Caribbean to the world. So first, let me congratulate you because we are looking at screening now. We go in and listen. Let me talk about the places where we're screening. Come close to me. We talk about screening. We're about to look at a screening in New York. New York is about to get their very own screening. We've had screening before, and we go in Canada. We go in the UK. Come on, let's
back
talk.
to the UK.
Shantaye's
Yes,
world.
yes. Okay, yes. Shantaye's world is making the rounds indeed, and right now we are focusing on New York, as you just said. If you want to get the address and everything else, all the details, I don't want to make a mistake in that. And these days, I partially have a little dementia. But let me tell you. So join us on Facebook. Go there, get the details, and meet us on the 19th of October at 4 p.m. We want to meet everyone. I want to make sure I hug everyone. Our boys, our men, our women, our children. That's where I get my passion from. So that's what I want. And I want us to sit together and watch what we can do. Not what my friend can do, what we can do as a people. Instead of shooting each other, killing each other, being jealous of each other, we can come together and listen at our mother's feet, our father's feet, to the stories of long ago, how it was during the Creole Day events. They always show some things and whatever, which doesn't really detail what actually happened. Wonderful. And this is one of the things that actually had me as a school teacher to put my feet down and show the children what a life was like. The amazing thing is when we screened at the Genesis Cinema, we had the little children telling us that they wish they were there in those times. Something I thought I would never hear. Because right now everybody's on cell phone and whatever. But they said they wish they were there.
Wonderful. And that is just one of the success stories, because you screened in the UK before, and you're going back to the UK hopefully. But in your screening in the, you had a number of screening within the UK. They all sold out.
All sold out.
Come on, talk to me now. Some of the reviews coming from that.
Well, you can get that again on Facebook on our page, Ayanola Pictures. You can see the Antigans, the Jamaicans on bicycles with their flag waving in honor of Shantaye's World. This is a Caribbean movie, and all Caribbean people are joining hands to celebrate Shantaye's World. That was passionate for me as well. Just watching us getting together as Caribbean people to tell our story. Well, they didn't participate in it, but when the screening took place, they were there to celebrate it, and that's important.
Right. You said to me some of the men after some of the screenings came up to you and, they expressed how it is that the film made them feel, because for the very first time as black men, as Caribbean men, as African men, they got to see themselves on screen in a different light.
Yeah,
Let's talk about that.
Well, as a teacher, I was always told I have a preference for the boys. I don't know why, but even in my community, if I walk through Deriso, it's always the young men, teacher my friend, and we have a little group going and whatever. They tell me their little business and stuff. So there's always a magnet. I don't know. I had 6 brothers. I love being with young men, old men, boys. Not that I don't love women, but sometimes we have too much to talk about. I love to listen to the men, their stories, and guide them through, because I know they have been marginalized at home as well. I know what it was like in the community. And as I always want to be like a mother figure to them, so I embrace them. But at the Peckham screening in the UK, I did not expect that. I was told whilst I was sitting inside that they want to talk to me. And I wanted to make the time before I left, because it was pretty cold. It was snowing out there. And so when I walked out, it was like I'm watching all the men walking from the cinema. Mrs. Emmanuel, wait, we have something to tell you. And I thought they were just going to tell me it was a beautiful film. But they were there to express how they felt, what they saw. And what they saw was a genesis. It was the first time that they were seeing a film without them shooting somebody with that gangster kind of thing, and smoking and killing and stabbing and abusing a woman. They said, how did you do it? You just inspired us that it is possible for us to sit and watch a film without none of those things, those ills.
Wonderful.
And I said, but I never even looked at it that way. Absolutely. I just thought I was telling our Caribbean people their story. But what power is now emerging out of our story? It tells us that we are peaceful people. We are craving for peace. Our young men are not just craving for war. They are craving for peace. And in the process of craving for peace, they end up in a war which is unnecessary. But again, as women, we need to guide them through. The women out there who are just embracing the men and, encouraging them to engage are not proper women. A real woman knows that she can be a mother to those young men out there. And if you cannot produce a film to show them, produce your heart to show them, embrace them, and let them know that's not the way. Absolutely. Because that's not what they were craving for in the UK. Wonderful. They were craving for peace.
Absolutely. Now, listen, we could sit and spend, I think we could spend a whole day, deciphering that, but I just want to take the opportunity. Yeah. We have to wrap up. Take the opportunity to say, congratulations to you, on the screening. I know a lot is in store for that one. And like I said, we need to come back and really do a standalone show on just sit down talking to you for the screen. I'm sure Linda wouldn't mind us doing that as well, because we need to understand where this is coming from. Not that we're heading out there and we're going global with our stories, how it is that we need to guard, what we need to let out, how we need to, because the Netflix has come, so many people are coming behind you for this this film. But like you said, you've got to be guarded. So we want to say congratulations to you first up, and we look forward to coming back and having a good sit down. We'll do that.
We'll be there waiting.
Wonderful. Well, congratulations again.
And thank you again for bringing the story to light. You know, we appreciate it. Every clip we get of our story, whatever is the progress, whatever it is which is going on, which is positive, we cannot do it because we don't have that kind of outlet. But you have it and you are giving it to us. We appreciate it. You
Wonderful.
know.
Thank you
And
again.
then we'll come back to you.
Definitely.
Whatever.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Right.
Guys, you need to go check it out. Shantaye's World is doing its thing. You understand? We can't wait for when you come back here to screen again. Some of us missed the first opportunity and we're coming back. The story is hot. We hot. Outside hot. Be hot. It's just show for now.
Welcome to your Holistic Path to Wellness with Dr. Tanya Bobran. Let's talk belly bloat. I know that you're sometimes frustrated by that stubborn belly bloat, even when you're eating healthily and exercising and doing everything you think you can do that's healthy. I just want to know you're not alone. Bloating isn't just uncomfortable, it can be really draining, and I know that from first-hand experience. It even shakes your confidence and make you feel like your body is working against you. But often, bloating isn't the real problem. It's a message that your body is sending you that something deeper needs attention. I just want you to remember something. Bloating and stubborn belly fat are really just about what you eat or how much you move. They're often the result of a chain reaction inside your body, and it starts in your gut. Your gut is home to trillions of organisms, microorganisms, and when they're in balance, your digestion flows, your energy level is amazing, your inflammation stays low. But when that balance is disrupted by stress, poor sleep, nutrient deficiencies, infection, even food sensitivities, your digestion will slow down, gas will build up, and even some form of inflammation can then trigger water retention and then fat storage around your midsection. In functional medicine, we look at deeper. Instead of asking, what can I take to make this go away? I ask, why is this happening in the first place? That means looking at your gut health, looking at your hormones, your stress levels, your environment, your sleep patterns, nutrient status, and more. And sometimes, the answers are incredibly simple. Eat more fiber from vegetables, from fruits, from peas and beans to feed the good bacteria in your gut. Ensure that you drink enough water, because your digestive tract needs water to do its job. It needs liquid, fluid. So you need to drink enough water. Many of us eat way too quickly. So if you start to consciously eat slowly, chew your food thoroughly, and avoid constant snacking, your digestion has time to reset and your body actually breaks down the food and absorbs the nutrient it needs. And finally, support stress. High stress levels can actually impact how the gut works and can increase bloating. When you take this functional medicine whole body approach, you start to notice more than just a flatter stomach. You'll feel lighter, you'll have more energy, you'll sleep better, you'll have less brain fog, you'll think clearly, and you have more energy for the things that you love. I want you to remember, you are more than a symptom that needs to be silenced, more than a number on the scale, more than a prescription, more than a lab test. Your body is talking to you through your energy levels, through your digestive system, and in functional medicine, we are ready to listen, to get to the root cause and not just reduce the bloat with a prescription, but actually look at why it's happening so that you can reclaim your energy, your confidence, and your joy.
I don't know. You guys used to do that? Like the flour in this, there's some little things in the flour and you pick it out and you play the cockfight, we call it. I don't know. We did that. If you guys do, let me know. I don't want to feel that we were just weird. You know what I'm saying? But nonetheless, that is where we come to an end and a wrap on our show for today. But we'll be back tomorrow again, God's willing, for another DBS This Morning. Go out and have an awesome day today.